Luke, one of the things that people are saying is not only might the party go into opposition, but of course a future government might then change the electoral system. A different electoral system would not be as good for the Conservatives, probably, as first past the post. So I put the same questions I just put to Reem to you, really. Are you afraid that you won't see a Conservative government again in your, as it were, useful career lifetime?
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, though. I think 12 years of being in government comes with a lot of fatigue and a lot of poison in the Conservative Party. There's kind of a lot of dissent amongst the Conservative backbenchers, as we just saw on Wednesday. So I think a bit of time on the opposition benches may be a good thing for the party. It might be a good road for self-discovery and kind of refining our free market roots.
But it may not be a bit of time. If the electoral system were changed, it might be, well, dare I say it, forever. I mean, the Conservatives only reappearing in coalitions.
Well, it depends on what happens. I mean, if the Labour Party win with a huge majority in the next election, then there's a strong argument for them not to change the electoral system. When the country wants change, there is change.
Anna, to this point about what Liz Truss may have done to the party, I don't actually know where you stand in the party, but I think Reem was putting forward the point of view that the Thatcherite side of the party has been kind of wrecked by this experiment that went wrong in 40 days. Do you see that as a very important moment in Conservative history?
It was very interesting that, that final race between Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss, both of them tried to market themselves as Thatcherised, even though they had very different policies, I believe, that they were bringing forward. I think it was this idealism that they were trying to sell to the membership, because obviously we were seeing the highest taxes, I believe, in 70 years. And I think they were trying to sell themselves as this kind of like Thatcherite icon to sell themselves to the membership. And of course, Liz Truss won the election, and we all know how that went in her 44 days. But
however they're trying to sell themselves, is the Thatcherite side of the party wounded or possibly even dead? But anyway, it's not going to be in the ascendant as a result of what Liz Truss has done. Is that true?
I think that the party is incredibly split right now. I think there's a lot of people, especially with Liz Truss, how she's led herself in Parliament and how it's all gone at the moment with all the U-turns. I think a lot of people are struggling to actually have any faith in the current party, in the current government, because a lot of people, they didn't really see her stand her ground. She put forward some might say quite a controversial mini-budget, and then she U-turned on quite a lot of it, even though some of the points on the mini-budget were actually quite sensible, quite good, if given the chance. And I think a lot of people, they've seen this happen, and they now just sort of lack trust in the party and the future of the Conservative Party itself.